save the world. Nightly News begins now.
This is NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams.
And good evening from Cleveland, where the drama is plainly evident and the pressure is intense as the two Democrats fighting for their party's nomination gather tonight in this hall. The 20th debate between the Democrats this election cycle and the final debate before the vote here in Ohio and in Texas, Vermont, and Rhode Island on March 4th. Senator Obama is coming in here tonight riding a streak of 11 straight victories and leading in earned delegates. Senator Clinton, according to a newspaper report this morning, is embarking tonight on a new 5-point strategy to win the state she needs so desperately to keep her hopes alive. Outside this arena tonight, heavy snow falls on this city and the region stretching all the way to the east. Inside this hall, you can feel the anticipation. Now, by the time our friends in Los Angeles see this broadcast, obviously the debate will be underway, and we want to begin with an updated report now from NBC's Andrea Mitchell, who's been watching along with us here in Cleveland.
Barack Obama started the day with an added advantage, an endorsement from a former rival.
This is a moment of unity in our country, a time when we need to come together as a Democratic Party.
The road will be easier with the support of Senator Dodd and the millions of voices who have joined our call for change.
And in an interview with NBC News, Senator Dodd implicitly warned Clinton against attack politics.
They need to make sure, don't engage in this kind of activity, because if you do, you hurt yourselves and you hurt this party and you hurt our chances. And the American people are sick of it. They're absolutely sick of it.
Dodd, who called Clinton to tell her last night, played a pivotal role in an earlier debate over immigration.
And we have failed. We have failed.
No. You said yes.
No.
You thought it made sense to do it.
No, I didn't, Chris.
What tone will Clinton take tonight? Today she acknowledged she may have gotten too angry in recent days.
I got a little hot over the weekend down in Cincinnati.
Her anger over Obama's mailers on the jobs issue, a big debating point tonight. Ohio has lost an estimated 200,000 manufacturing jobs in the past 8 years. Critics say partly because of NAFTA, the trade deal signed by Hillary Clinton's husband. Clinton now says she never liked it.
I have been a critic of NAFTA for years.
But 4 years ago, she said, I think on balance, NAFTA has been good for New York and America. Obama has also been inconsistent. Before running for president, he said the U.S. benefited enormously from the trade deal. But now?
We can't keep passing unfair trade deals like NAFTA that put special interests over workers' interests.
Clinton's other debating point tonight, what she sees as Obama's experience gap. But on that, too, Chris Dodd disagreed, saying Obama has a different kind of experience.
Brings other things, judgment, balance, maturity, and an incredible ability to reach people.
Just how important is tonight's debate? Tonight, a leading Ohio Democrat tells NBC News, and this person is neutral. He says that she is slipping here in Ohio, and he says if she loses Ohio, it's over. Brian?
Andrea Mitchell starting us off here in the hall with us in Cleveland tonight. Thanks. And on the Republican side, the campaign of John McCain for his party's nomination. Well, Senator Obama was an issue there, too, today. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell covering that for us tonight. She is with us tonight from Fairfield, Ohio. Kelly, good evening.
Brian, when campaigns hold events with big backdrops like this, we usually don't show you what happens before the candidate gets there. Typically, their speeches, some of them partisan, and what one said at an event earlier today compelled John McCain to apologize.
Thank you, Joe.
Warming up a crowd waiting for John McCain today.
It's a great morning to be an American.
Conservative Cincinnati radio host Bill Cunningham, whose show airs on 300 stations nationwide, repeatedly used Barack Obama's middle name in a mocking tone.
Off Barack Hussein Obama.
And accused the news media of going easy on Obama.
At some point, the media will quit taking sides in this thing and maybe start covering Barack Hussein Obama the same way they covered Bush.
More than just a few partisan zingers, Cunningham's nearly 10-minute provocative performance veered into more controversy when he parodied Obama as a religious figure.
When the great prophet from Chicago takes the stand and the world leaders who want to kill us will simply be singing Kumbaya together.
After the event, McCain tried to quickly undo any damage.
And I absolutely repudiate such comments And again, I will take responsibility. It will never happen again. It will never happen again.
McCain acknowledged that the shock jock's appearance was coordinated by his campaign. And although Cunningham has a well-publicized reputation for making controversial comments, McCain advisors say they did not know in advance what Cunningham would say.
And Brian, Senator Obama heard about all of this and said he appreciated Senator McCain's apology. And of course, this overshadowed much of what McCain wanted to be talking about today. And that radio host went on the air. He remained unapologetic and turned against McCain. Brian?
Kelly O'Donnell in Fairfield, Ohio tonight. Kelly, thanks. All of this tonight, of course, brings us to the man who will be my partner on the stage behind us this evening, our Washington Bureau Chief, Tim Russert. Tim, so much talk about strategy. People are reading any tea leaves they can get their hands on. We heard Senator Clinton say, I got a little hot this weekend with the shame on you comment in Cincinnati. Is that a precursor for what she will do tonight strategy-wise?
It might be. The tendency of these candidates, Brian, is when they're on the campaign stump, have really direct, kind of harsh charges. But when they're seated next to them, they're a little bit more gentle, a little bit more discreet. I think Hillary Clinton and her advisors, and this would include her husband, are now trying to make a determination. Do they want to protect their legacy, or do they have a real chance of securing the nomination? And they don't want anything to jeopardize their legacy. They want to go as far as they can, make this a competitive race, and they want to win. But they don't want to go too far.
You mentioned her husband, the former president. You and I were talking earlier. He was in the news today.
Brian, was he ever? 2 weeks ago, he said, if Hillary Clinton doesn't win Ohio and Texas, she probably can't be the nominee. Today, he raised the bar as high as you can get it. He said she's going to win Ohio. That's a very big mountain and challenge for Hillary Clinton 1 week out to have the former president say, slam dunk.
In a few seconds, if you're Barack Obama, is tonight's job mistake-free baseball?
Absolutely. Don't do anything that changes the trajectory of where he's been headed after 11 victories in a row. Keep this competition, keep this debate civil on the issues, and don't step on it.
Tim, thanks. Glad you're here. See you on that stage behind us before too long. And along those lines, we certainly hope you'll join us for tonight's Democratic candidates debate beginning at 9 Eastern Time and rebroadcast, by the way, at 9 Pacific Time on MSNBC. A very strange thing happened today in Florida. Out of nowhere, at precisely 1:09 this afternoon Eastern Time, the lights went out. First in the city of Miami, and then in a kind of rolling fashion throughout South Florida. As to why it happened, that is still something of a mystery tonight, but we do know there was an immediate impact at a local nuclear plant. Our own Mark Potter is with us tonight and has the very latest on what we know. Mark, good evening.
Good evening to you, Brian. We're told that most of the power is back on now, including here in downtown Miami. At the height of the blackout, nearly 1 million customers were without power, mostly in the Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach area, but also as far north as Tampa, Orlando, and Daytona Beach. One of the biggest problems is that the stoplights went out, causing problems at intersections and big traffic jams, a nightmare. Hospitals and airports had to run on generator power. School kids were held late until the roads cleared, and some people were even stuck in elevators. Officials say the cause of the problem was a fire and an equipment failure at a substation near Miami, which then caused 2 nuclear generators at the Turkey Point power plant in South Florida to shut down, causing the widespread outage. Now, officials say this had nothing to do with terrorism, a criminal act, or any safety issue. It was a mechanical problem causing a very big headache here, Brian.
All right, Mark Potter in Miami for us tonight. Mark, thanks. Now to the winter weather we showed you and referenced at the top of the broadcast tonight. The heavy snow here in parts of northeast Ohio that is tonight stretching all the way east and moving quickly. Our report on all of it from NBC's Mike Taibbi.
From the Midwest to the Great Lakes region, millions started their day dealing with a heavy blanket of snow and doing some math.
23 days till spring.
Up to a foot of snow from Chicago to Cleveland, with air travel slowed by delays or cancellations, and the highways a mess.
More than 140 accidents overnight across 15 counties.
What may be the season's biggest winter storm headed east.
Northern New England's going to get hit hard. Some areas getting up to 2 feet of snow.
But there are sections of this vast weather system less visible, but just as treacherous. Ice-covered streets in Omaha, Nebraska, and the cold southern edge of the storm creating havoc in the warmer southern states.
That clash has been creating huge thunderstorms with damaging winds and isolated tornadoes.
Hundreds of thousands have been left without power. An elderly woman in Alabama died when her trailer was crushed by a falling tree. And in Georgia, one woman said she dreamed something was falling on her head and woke up to find it was true.
Come to find out, it was the side of the house had fallen on me.
In one storm system, just about every kind of weather winter can produce. Mike Taibbi, NBC News, New York.
When Nightly News continues here this Tuesday night, more on the politics that form the backdrop for this evening. Lots of signs of a weakening economy today and what to make of it all. And later, just how would you go about making sure the planet survives a global disaster?
In my work, I depend on my eyes to capture the natural wonder of this planet. That's why I wear Transitions lenses. To see better today and tomorrow, they adjust to changing light to reduce eye strain and fatigue and help protect my eyes from UV damage, like sunblock protects my skin. You can replace a camera, but you only have one pair of eyes.
Ask your eye care professional today about Transitions lenses. Transitions, healthy sight in every light.
In the morning, it's all about get in, get out, and get going. Men's Rogaine foam won't change that plan. It's the first and only foam that regrows hair. It goes on easily, dries quickly. Men's Rogaine foam. Use it or lose it.
Tim, nobody ever asked me what I want to be when I grow up. Maybe it's your name. Ritzer? Smucker.
When your name is Smucker, everyone knows you'll grow up to make the world's best jam. With a name like Smucker's, it has to be good.
Could you guys work the weekend?
Mm-hmm. Good.
Come in early?
That is great.
Move your vacations around?
Yes.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Good meeting.
Campbell's microwavable soup. Good to go.
What's light and fluffy like a cloud, yet drenches your body in moisture? New Olay Quench Body Mousse. It deeply moisturizes with a barely there feel. Your skin will love to drink it in.
Hey, stop.
These mother hens think new egg beaters with yolk are real eggs because, like all egg beaters, they are real eggs. Now with a touch of yolk. They're rich and fluffy, but with 75% less cholesterol, 70% less fat, and less than half the calories of ordinary eggs. New egg beaters with yolk. The real thing, only better.
I'm Chuck Henry here in Los Angeles with a late news that Senator Robert Byrd of West Virginia has been hospitalized after taking a fall at his home. The 90-year-old lawmaker is third in line to the presidency, and he was taken to Walter Reed Army Medical Center after complaining of back pain, and he'll stay there overnight, at least for observation. The hospital is now trying to determine if Senator Byrd has any internal injuries or broken bones. I'm Chuck Henry here in Los Angeles. Now we rejoin Brian Williams in the NBC Nightly News in Cleveland.
Now to a subject that will no doubt be front and center at tonight's debate, the economy, and a long string of rather scary indicators today. Among them, an inflation reading sharply higher, home prices sharply lower, oil prices setting another record, and consumer confidence plummeting to top it all off. Our report from NBC's George Lewis.
One sign of the troubled times at 5:30 this evening in local time zones around the country. Starbucks closed its 7,100 stores for 3 hours to give its 135,000 employees a pep talk aimed at selling more fancy coffee. With consumer confidence down and inflation numbers up, people are cutting back on frills like this $3.25 grande non-fat latte. Michelle Walker of Natick, Massachusetts says that's what she's doing these days.
I just try to control what I spend and then not cry when I pay the bills.
Michelle worries about rising prices every time she buys gasoline or shops for groceries. The biggest family expense, $800 a month on average for Michelle, her husband, and their 2 children.
I'm trying to be more careful about how much food I buy, not let things go to waste.
Last month's 1% jump in wholesale prices was more than double what economists had expected. For the past 12 months, wholesale prices have risen 7.5%. That's the most rapid rise since 1981.
Just because producers and companies pay more for goods doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be able to pass those along to consumers.
But it's the perception of things becoming less affordable that undermines confidence.
If enough people believe it, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
A potential recipe for recession. It's already happened in the housing market, where home prices fell almost 9% in the fourth quarter of last year compared to a year earlier amid rising foreclosures. The hardest hit cities? Miami, with home prices down 18%. Las Vegas, Phoenix, and San Diego, all down 15%. Some consumer advice from Michelle Walker.
Buy what you need to make yourself comfortable and just cut corners where you can.
And hang in there as the economic ride gets bumpier. George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles.
And a quick look at Wall Street trading today shows that despite all of this, the word on the street today was apparently buy. Stocks higher across the board for the third trading session in a row. When we come back to Cleveland tonight, more presidential politics, our series Where They Stand. Tonight we take on the issue of health care.
I was in the grocery store when I had a heart attack. My daughter was with me. I said to myself, I can't let this happen. Not 2 days before Christmas. So I took a Bayer aspirin out of my purse and chewed it. My doctor said the Bayer aspirin saved my life. Please talk to your doctor about aspirin and your heart. I'm going to be grandma for a long time.
She's the best grandmother.
Grandkids are fun because I can send them home.
Poor girl. Worried her friends will find out her secret. She's got a bladder control problem. Time to have the Detrol discussion. That's it. I'm going in. Listen, I know what you're going through.
Really? It's not just the going. It's worrying that everyone will know.
You should have the Detrol discussion with your doctor. Detrol is the brand doctors prescribe most to help calm that gotta-go feeling. Just one Detrol LA works 24 hours, all day and all night, to help calm those frequent sudden urges. If you have certain stomach problems, glaucoma, or trouble getting urine to pass, you shouldn't take Detrol LA. The most common side effects are dry mouth, headache, constipation, and abdominal pain. Ask your doctor if Detrol LA is right for you.
Doctor, Detrol, got it.
Okay, see you soon.
But not too soon.
Have the Detrol discussion with your doctor. To help you talk about overactive bladder, go to DetrolLA.com.
Sometimes she has trouble staying asleep. Not tonight. Thanks to Ambien CR and the 7-night invite. Get 7 free nights of the only sleep aid with 2 layers to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. Just call or visit 7freecr.com. Until you know how Ambien CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Be sure you're able to devote 7 to 8 hours to sleep before being active again. Sleepwalking and eating or driving while not fully awake with amnesia for the event have been reported. In rare cases, sleep aids may cause severe allergic reactions such as swelling of your tongue or throat or shortness of breath. If you experience any of these behaviors or reactions, contact your doctor immediately. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. It's non-narcotic and can be taken for as long as your prescriber recommends. However, like most sleep aids, it has some risk of dependency. Don't take it with alcohol. Get your free Ambien CR 7-night trial offer now. Just call or visit 7freecr.com. Ambien CR for a good night's sleep from start to finish.
If we do our jobs right on that stage behind us here tonight, a good bit of the discussion at the Democratic debate will be about the issues, which we've been tackling one at a time on this broadcast all this week. Tonight it's health care, and here is our report from our chief medical editor, Dr. Nancy Snyderman.
4 presidential hopefuls.
Thank you. And we love you guys.
4 different plans to address America's ailing health care system.
Health care is a right, not a privilege.
We will emphasize prevention so that we have a health care system, not a disease care system.
But behind the headlines, how do their plans compare? On the issue of universal health care, Clinton says yes and would mandate that everyone have insurance. Obama also says yes, but he starts with a mandate for covering just children. McCain and Huckabee both say no, and they recommend tax breaks so people can buy their own insurance. Another issue? Importing drugs to keep costs low. Clinton, Obama, and McCain support importing prescription drugs from industrialized countries. Huckabee has no proposal. And stem cell research? Clinton and Obama support federal funding of stem cell research, and so does McCain. Huckabee does not. All of the candidates agree on the importance of disease prevention, but not on who should pay for it. Both Obama and Clinton point to the creation of partnerships between the government and private insurers. But McCain says it's about personal responsibility.
Wellness and fitness, wellness and fitness.
And Huckabee, who very publicly lost more than 100 pounds, agrees.
Awesome!
Health economist Len Nichols says, despite the candidates' differences, these are historic conversations about health care.
This is the only campaign in my professional lifetime in which candidates on both sides of the aisle have proposed covering many more Americans and being serious about making our system more efficient and more sustainable.
As of today, these are still ideas and not policy, and won't be until the next president of the United States can win bipartisan support in Congress. Dr. Nancy Snyderman, NBC News, New York.
By the way, we've put more information on where the candidates stand on a range of issues onto our website, and tomorrow night here on the broadcast, we'll tackle where they stand on immigration. There is news tonight as well about teenagers and depression. A new study urges families to be patient and persistent in cases where a young person is struggling with depression and they're prescribed medication and it doesn't seem to be working. It happens often with teenagers, this study warns, and the best course of action often is to try a new medicine and combine it with psychotherapy. When we come back after a break here tonight, nothing less than going to extremes to save the world.
People spend too many days with seasonal nasal allergy symptoms like congestion. Only prescription Nasonex is proven to help prevent most seasonal nasal allergy symptoms, including congestion. So you can have more symptom-free days. Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Nasonex. For more symptom-free days, ask your doctor about Nasonex.
If you think all batteries are the same, consider this. When even the firefighters have to get out, they depend on the TPAS 3 communicator. And packed inside every TPAS is the only battery they trust. Duracell. Trusted everywhere.
Lobster Fest is the time of year to let yourself indulge in something buttery and sweet. The time of year to give yourself succulent Maine and rock lobster tails. It's lobster, fire-grilled, roasted, all served with fresh salad and our warm Cheddar Bay biscuits. It's Lobster Fest. Right now, only at Red Lobster. Come see what's fresh today.
Did you leave a 401k at another company? We make it easy for you. We even help with the paperwork. We'll help you choose your investments for free. Put your retirement savings back to work. Roll over to a Fidelity IRA. Stop in or call 1-800-FIDELITY.
Red, dry, irritated eyes need advanced relief from Visine. Gets the red out fast, while its 3 moisturizers soothe, cool, and refresh irritated eyes. Visine Advanced Relief gets the red out and moisturizes.
There's a place called Hidden Valley, where kids not only eat their vegetables, they can't get enough. Hidden Valley Ranch makes vegetables delectable.
And now find new refrigerated Hidden Valley Ranch in the produce section.
News at 11. Obama and Clinton. Is it the make or break debate? Also, 5 million people use Botox. Now, something that may last 3 times longer. Only on 4. Plus, the new spay-neuter law, the real information for local pet owners. And new money troubles for Michael Jackson. Those stories and more at 11.
We have a fascinating story to show you tonight. You're about to see what it means to go to extremes to save the world. Dug deep into a mountain on a remote island near the North Pole, there's a project that is often called the Doomsday Vault. It's really a giant freezer, and inside something very tiny that could come to the rescue in the case of a global catastrophe. NBC's Donna Friesen is 500 miles off the northern coast of Norway tonight on an Arctic archipelago with this remarkable effort to safeguard the world's food supply.
If the cold doesn't kill you on Svalbard, the polar bears might. Yet 600 miles from the North Pole, high above a fjord, deep inside a mountain, is a vault built to one day save mankind. Today, the Svalbard Vault received its first deposit, seeds, more than 100 million of them, stored to preserve the world's food supply.
It is the Noah's Ark of today.
The vault is the brainchild of American plant scientist Carrie Fowler.
Right now, we're covered in rock and permafrost.
That's right, yeah. It's always below zero at this point in the mountain, and even the worst case climate change scenario, it's going to be freezing back here 200 years from now.
400 feet underground, the bunker is a last-ditch reserve, ready to replenish the world's farmers if all else fails.
It's really a history of our own life on planet Earth, and it's also a future resource for us, for our children.
Seeds are coming from all over the globe, representing every known variety of crop. Expert seed hunters like Ken Street search far-flung places, here Tajikistan, for ancient varieties before they disappear.
Yes. Yes, got it. Fantastic.
It's believed one variety of plant becomes extinct every day, wiped out by disease, natural disaster, human conflict, or climate change.
And without this genetic diversity to draw from, where our food security is down the, it's just gone.
We're not only deep inside a mountain here, this place is protected by heavy steel doors, 3 airlocks, and a sophisticated video surveillance system. And in case that isn't enough, outside, polar bears. A place so cold and remote, it offers unparalleled security, because one day our future might lie in the seeds of the past. Donna Friesen, NBC News, on the Svalbard archipelago.
Perhaps the ultimate form of saving for the future. That's our broadcast for this Tuesday night. Thank you for being with us. A reminder, the Democratic debate starts here in Cleveland at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on MSNBC. I'm Brian Williams, and as we leave you from here tonight, the sounds of an extraordinary concert we told you about last night on the broadcast, the New York Philharmonic in Pyongyang, the first major American orchestra ever to perform in North Korea, where they played a favorite piece of music from back home. Good night.
The cast from Murphy Brown reunites live together again. Tomorrow on Today, only on NBC.
Next, will Oprah help Obama out of his turban photo scandal? Then Jan Aniston's new mystery date, plus Valerie Bertinelli, cocaine in a priest, and Kate Blanchett's skin secret, Saki.
Builder or buyer, Wednesday on the Channel 4 News at 11.
Excuse me, you have a checking account that's free, really?
Yep, the WAMU free checking account. Comes with free checks for life and free ATM cash withdrawals.
Free.
I wanna rock, rock. I wanna rock, rock. I want to.
You also get free ID theft services.
Nice.
WAMU free checking. We don't nickel and dime you.
Woohoo!
WAMU.
The Corolla has a ride so smooth. We're slicing toxic bluefish on this treacherous suburban road. One bad cut, and it's sayonara. He's alive. This time, blindfolded, the more refined Corolla. Live the dream for less coin.
Break away from your everyday and escape to Pechanga, Southern California's prime entertainment destination. Pechanga Resort